Okay, so I'm going to give you, make sure you have your pen and paper. I'm going to give you a couple of dates that I want you to just be mindful of as we move forward into 2021. Okay, so you're 28 years old.
Yes.
You remember the marriage age that I gave you was 29 and 32. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, love for you. You know, we went over the natal stuff about the things that I wanted you to be mindful of that are in your natal chart. So we don't have to go back over those again about the type of people or men that you attract to you, and just being mindful of that element that we talked about before. Okay? Right. But this energy is going to give you people that are totally different from what you normally are used to, which is a good thing. So we're going to start with talking about the marriage age and why I feel like 29 is going to be a pivotal year for you. Your dating potential, your dating prospects are starting to come in, but I feel like at 29 you will either decide on someone from that dating pool and get serious about them, and possibly even engaged or married. So you have a lot of that energy around you. But right now, date. I need you to date a lot. So at 29, you're going to have your Saturn return. We talked about that before. That's when Saturn comes back to the place where it was when you were originally born, when you were born. And this is the time when you start maturing and growing up, and things start to change for you, and you start making big decisions for yourself. Basically, at 29, people usually get married, have a baby, buy a home. Sometimes they get divorced, but something pivotal happens around that time. So that's one thing that's happened to you in 29. Another thing is you're going to have what we call your Neptune is going to sextile. This is another period where you are doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of figuring out what is going on with you. And you probably have already started it a little bit, but you'll start to kind of like question a lot of things about you. And is this who I really am? And, you know, how I'm going to move forward in life. And then you're going to have, I'm going to tell you at 32, if you choose for it not to happen, because everything is a free will, at 32, you'll have what we call a nodal square, which is another pocket of pressure that'll be on you to try to like figure out, you know, where's my life going. But I really think 29 is going to be like a really big year for you. 28, what is going on right now? I don't want to get too technical, but 28, you have what we call our fourth house perfected year. And I'll tell you all, and I've told you before, at different ages, there are different things that are going to be highlighted in your chart. Yours is in the fourth house, is what happened. And fourth house is the house of home and family. And remember, home and family means the family that we were born into, and the family that we start to create for ourselves. And it also means the home that we create. So yours is lit up right now, which means you're thinking about settling down. You're thinking about putting down roots, buying a home, or maybe not even buying a home, but settling down in one space is big for you right now. Also, with this type of energy, this is an expansion of the home. So this is bringing someone into your home space with you. That means someone new is coming. This brings new relationships to you. Okay, so we have that, which is excellent. I also looked at your chart, and I looked at, you don't have any planets in your seventh house of marriage, which is, don't panic, because that doesn't mean anything. You have to look at what sign is ruling your seventh house. You have Taurus, which is a very stable sign, which indicates to me, I look at the 7th and the 11th to see who's ruling that particular house. You have Taurus on the 7th, and then you have Virgo on your 11th, which indicates to me you will probably have one marriage. I think you want to do marriage one time. Now, this is what I will say to you. Because you are a Scorpio, and you're an intense Scorpio, sun and ascendant, water signs typically stay in relationships that they don't need to stay in, okay? Because we are so committed. And because you have one marriage, I want you to make sure you marry the right person. You know, and of course I would say that to anyone, but because you are a Scorpio, you're a water sign, we're going to stay because of loyalty, whether it's working or not. You know what I mean? So making sure you're marrying the right person is very, very important for you. Okay? So you're a Scorpio, you're going to investigate this person anyway. So you're gonna pick them apart anyway. So that's one thing. I'm glad of that. Now let's talk about what is going on and what's coming up for you very, very soon. Let's see. I got my notes here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Mid-March 2021. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth, opportunity, healing, and blessings, is going to move into your fourth house. Again, that is the house of home, real estate, and the family that we come from and we make. Jupiter comes in to what? Expand whatever house that he is in. So that means the expansion of your family, the growing of your family. That means someone coming into your life, or as I said before, coming into your actual house with you. This is why I feel like your dating life, your relationship life is about to get really, really active. Really, really active now. And I know you feel it now. Mid-April 2021, Neptune is okay, great. Neptune is finally out of retrograde. It's been in retrograde since last June, so it finally went out of retrograde. This planet is going to be in your fifth house. Now, okay, go back. Jupiter's going to be in that fourth house for an entire year, okay? So you have an entire year of meeting people, expanding your household, deciding whether or not you want to buy a home or where you at least want to set down roots for, a considerable period of time. You'll start thinking about that. So that's going to be 1 year there. Neptune is a 14-year transit. So it's going to stay in this house for 14 years. Neptune, again, is the planet of our dreams, our intuition, our imagination. Now, keep in mind, it's also the planet of a little bit confusion and delusion. It's going to be in your fifth house, and the fifth house is what? The dating house. This is where we date. This is not where we commit. This is where we date. Now, with Neptune being there for 14 years, I need you to be mindful of falling in love with the idea of love and not necessarily the person. You understand?
Right.
Okay. I need you to be careful with idealizing people, making them into something that you see in your mind and not looking at them clearly for who they are. Okay? This is also an energy that this will sometimes draw to you people that are not all the way available. They are attached maybe in another relationship, and they're not telling you that, or they're the relationship around them is very clouded. You're not really able to figure them out and what's really going on with them. So be careful of that. Also, this could be an energy that brings you people that need to be saved. Okay? People that, you remember we talked about trauma bonding with you.
Yeah.
So, join in people that need to be saved. You are not here to save anyone. Okay? So, if that is someone that comes into your life, I cannot tell you how to date or who you should date. I personally would tell you to just let those people go on about their business. Because you're not here to rehab anybody. So,
right.
That's a 14-year cycle, but you're going to have so many opportunities to meet people. Now, the biggest thing that I see is your seventh house is going to get lit up. Oh, girl, and we got to be careful with this one. Okay, the seventh house is across the house of relationships. April 25th, 2021. I'm going to give you an exact date. April 25th, 2021. The planet Uranus is going to go into your 7th house. Now, I always say when a planet goes into a house, the house becomes activated. That means movement starts. But the movement is based on what planet is there, because every planet does different. Uranus is our planet of unexpected changes, unpredictability, disruption. It is our planet of just odd things happening, or just things that happen that you just really like, wow, I can't believe that happened, or I can't believe you did that, Sierra. So, April 25th, 2021, that's going to go into your 7th house of relationships, of marriage, partnership. Now, this could be romantic and business. Keep that in mind. It's going to stay there for 7 years. This is a 7-year transit. Under this type of energy, people make some of the strangest decisions when it comes to love. Okay. This is why I was wondering, had you gotten married? They all of a sudden jump up and just get married, like without any rhyme or reason, just up and get married. But then they quickly find out, oh, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have done this. It's a very unpredictable, impulsive energy. And they kind of like, find out, oh, I probably made a mistake doing this and I shouldn't have done this. Or, relationship, they'll start a relationship, and as quickly as the relationship starts, it fizzles out. So this energy is not an energy of permanency. It's not like Saturn energy. Like when Saturn goes through your 7th house, that's like permanence. Those are people that are about to stay around. Uranus is a little bit different. Now, we can also look at it in this aspect. It will bring to you partners that you would never have thought you would have dated. People that are very, very different from what you normally date. Now, I'm not saying that it couldn't work, but take your time.
Right.
With people that you're going to be meeting close to April. They're going to be very different. They're going to just be like, and what you may end up finding is they're not so much romantic partners as they are friends, or you may find someone that's a good business partner for you in there, or someone that's somewhat of a teacher, someone that you can learn something from. So don't always tie everything or everyone that's coming into your life around romantic.
Right.
Learn to look for this person's purpose in your life, because it may not always be romantic. It may be someone here is coming in to teach you something, and they're not